What a WWE Monday Night Raw that was last night, guys. To kick off WWE Monday Night Raw in Tampa Bay, Florida in 2017. And this is going to be Matt's WWE Monday Night Raw review from last night's show. So here we go. And we kick off the show with Mick Foley in the ring. He talks about his Christmas and his New Year's and stuff like that. And then, of course, he was talking about Raw and stuff like that. What was going to happen in 2017. And then, of course, out comes the WWE Universal Champion Kevin Owens and his best friend Chris Jericho. Then they start talking on the microphone about pinata and stuff like that. And then, of course, Chris Jericho tells Mick Foley he does not want to go in that shark cage, of course. And then, of course, and then Mick Foley makes a match by saying if Kevin Owens wins his match against Seth Rollins, which is match number 1 of the night, spoiler. And of course, he says this: if he doesn't win, he will not be on ringside with Chris Jericho for that match for the United States belt against Roman Reigns. And so then out comes the commissioner, Stephanie McMahon. She starts talking on the microphone and telling them they all need to step up the plate and stuff like that. And Raw got the bad ratings in 2016, she said, and all the other stuff to them. And then Mick Foley says, well, then tonight we're going to have a first show then. It's going to be the Kevin Owens show. And then Kevin Owens has his first show tonight, and then he said his host will be Goldberg. That was pretty awesome. I was so happy about that. So now we have match number 1 of the night. It is Seth frickin' Rollins versus Kevin Owens. And that match was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. And then, of course, during the match, Kevin Owens went outside the ring and he grabbed the timekeeper bell, of course, and then he hit Seth Rollins with it, of course. And then after that, the referee saw it, and then Kevin Owens said, no, like that. And then he went back inside the ring, and then after that, after he's done arguing with the referee, Kevin Owens was shocked, and then he got the hip move from Seth Rollins, and then he got the pedigree from him, and then what a way to kick off match number 1. And now we have match number 2, and it is one half of the Raw Tag Team Champion, Cesaro. Sheamus goes to commentary versus one half of the club, Colin Anderson. Luke Gallows is on ringside, and then during the match, Sheamus tries to help out Cesaro, but then it backfired and stuff like that. And then, of course, Sheamus pulls Luke Gallows or Colin Anderson and stuff like that. And then Cesaro just landed in his groin and stuff, and then he just got hurt from the rope, and then Colin Anderson does a neck move, and then he goes for the 3 count. So that was it for match number 2. So now we have match number 3 of the night. It is Braun versus Sami Zayn in a last man standing match. That match was freaking awesome. You gotta tell me this, guys. I really enjoyed it. Sami Zayn kept hitting Braun Strowman with kendo stick after kendo stick. I really enjoyed it. And then, of course, they kept going backstage a lot. And then they went back onto the stage, of course. And then Sami Zayn knocked down Braun Strowman. He was hitting him with a steel chair, of course, Jordan. And then they both went into the table, of course. And then during that part, Sami Zayn, he starts going to the fans and stuff, and then he starts to get beat up by Braun Strowman, and the referee starts to count to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ring the bell. Ding ding. Here's your winner, Braun. And he won the match because Sami Zayn was laid out cold onto the mat. I mean, not inside the ring mat. He was laid out outside on the floor. He was unconscious and stuff. So then the stretcher had to be out, and then McFoley was out there, of course. Then right after the match, all the fans were really a bit worried, and then Sami Zayn got pushed by Braun Strowman off the stretcher, knocked him right off the stretcher, and then that's what happened. And they started hearing Braun Strowman's music again, Braun again. So that's what happened, guys. And now we have match number 4. Before it started, we have the New Day, of course, talk on the microphone about their New Year's resolution. They talk about stuff, and then what they're planning on doing and stuff. And then, of course, out comes Titus O'Neil. Then he says, since it's a new year, you need a 4th member of the New Day. And then Titus O'Neil said, can I play that trombone? Of course, and stuff like that. And then Xavier Woods says this, oh, no, 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 you're not going to touch that my baby thing. And then, of course, he says, you're going to be on a cart to milk, of course. And he plays a whistle, of course, Titus O'Neil does. And they say, you're going to be on a cart and milk. And then after that, Titus O'Neil pushes Xavier Woods because he was a weakest link in the New Day. And then he just pushes him, of course. And then he said, let's make this match happen. And then Mick Foley made it happen. Then when it came back on, the match happened. And then Xavier Woods won. So that was pretty good. I really enjoyed it too. So match number 4 was an okay match. Now we have match number 5 of the night. And it is the Cruiserweights. It is Drew Clark versus Cedric Alexander with Alicia Fox and Tony Ness on ringside. Well, I didn't really care about that match, guys, because Tony Ness, he just grabs... He was trying to interfere and stuff and trying to distract Cedric Alexander, but then Alicia Fox was distracting and then grabbed Tony Ness by the leg, of course, and then Drew Clark goes for the roll up and then for the 3 count, and then they just celebrate on the stage. And now we have match number 6 of the night. U.S. Champion Roman Reigns versus Chris Jericho. That match was pretty good. I really enjoy this because guess what? During the match, guys, I really enjoyed it because Chris Jericho did an Eddie Guerrero thing, a lie, cheat, I steal thing. He just hands Roman Reigns a belt, and the next he just lays on the mat, of course, like Eddie Guerrero does. So I was laughing about that. That was pretty good, smart what Chris Jericho did, guys. And then, of course, Roman Reigns trying to blame the referee. He did not hit him with the belt, and so then it backfired, of course. So then thought Jericho almost won the belt. I was like shocked. And then next he hit him with the belt because he turned off the turnbuckle pad. That's how to distract the referee. And then, of course, Chris Jericho went for the code breaker on Roman Reigns, and then after that he got the 2 count, and then right after that Roman Reigns does a spear to Chris Jericho to end the U.S. Championship match, and then Jericho was like all upset like this when he lost. He was like crying and stuff. And now we have match number 7 of the night. It is I'm at the plan. You got right. The Brian Kindred versus TJ Perkins. And then that match was pretty good. I really enjoyed it, guys. And TJ Perkins made the Brian Kendrick tap out with his move, so that was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. And now we have Big Cass in a handicap match. And it is match number 8 of the night. And it is Rusev and Jinder Mahal versus Big Cass. And before the match started, Enzo Amore and Big Cass does their thing, of course, like always, at SAWFT, saw up, and you can't teach that, and you're still in a wheelchair. And then Jinder Mahal was slapping Enzo Amore in the face again in the wheelchair, of course, and then he couldn't do nothing to help out Big Cass, so here's how this happened. Big Cass lost. He just got the boot kick to Rusev, and that was out of the match for the 3 count. And now we have the last match of the night, and it is a #1 contenders for the Raw Women's Champion. It is our main event. It is, hey, we want some Bayley, and of course Charlotte Flair on commentary. And it is Nia Jax. That match was pretty good, and then of course Nia Jax got distracted during the match because of, you know why, because of Sasha Banks. She comes out, of course, and distracts her, and then Bayley does a belly-to-belly off the turnbuckle, of course, and go for the 3 count. And then Sasha Banks and her celebrate, of course, and then we have the last part of the night is the Kevin Owens show. So this was pretty funny. I really enjoyed it, guys, and of course there was a man standing up in a ring like a Kevin Owens show thing, sign, a big sign. And then Chris Jericho and them starts talking on the microphone and stuff. And then Jericho said, we have Goldberg in the Royal Rumble, we have Brock Lesnar in the Royal Rumble, and I'll be the 3rd person in the Royal Rumble. Chris Jericho is officially in the Royal Rumble, of course, now, guys. So that's shocking. And then he says, well, what happens if you eliminate me? And stuff like that. They Kevin Owens and stuff. Then, of course, Goldberg interrupts them. Then, of course, Kevin Owens says, Abby does have a seat to Goldberg. And then Goldberg throws the chair, of course. And then Chris Jericho said, you know what, Goldberg, for throwing a chair, you just made the list. And then, of course, Goldberg says like this. Spear to Chris Jericho. Jackhammer to Kevin Owens. Then, of course, Kevin Owens and Goldberg go face to face. And then, of course, them two start talking back. And then, of course, Paul Heyman interrupts. Then he says, my client, Brock Lesnar, isn't here tonight. And he will eat, sleep, eliminate in the Royal Rumble. Eat, sleep, eliminate in the Royal Rumble. Then he said, your client is 1st and 2nd is Jericho, Goldberg said. Then, of course, out comes the U.S. champion Roman Reigns. He comes out, and then he starts looking at Goldberg, of course, because he starts saying, both of you are at the Royal Rumble. And, of course, out comes Braun. And then he said, Braun Strowman said this, it will be me that wins the Royal Rumble. And then, of course, after that, this is pretty... Oh, and then during that part that we saw, they took all the stuff out of the ring. Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens just threw it outside of the ring. Kevin Owens did to make them have this part for Braun Strowman. This is a good part, guys. I really enjoyed of Raw. 2 spears at the same time to Braun Strowman at the same time. Goldberg and Roman Reigns gave a double spear to Braun Strowman. So what a way to end the show with a celebration with Goldberg, right? Playing his music, going up to the fans and stuff. So I really enjoyed Monday Night Raw, and guess what? Next Monday is the return of The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. Cannot wait for that, guys, next Monday. So I hope you all enjoyed Monday Night Raw. So, guys, this is Matt's Day Monday Night Raw review. So, guys, once again, please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. Peace out, guys. See ya.